This isn't about guessing MSRP. This is about what Brian would pay for this bottle, and Brian would pay somewhere around $2.25 for this.
Welcome, everyone. We are doing the reentry buzz again, and this is season 2. So we've been through 10 episodes already. Cole won by 1 point, by a single point this time. So I am hoping to win season 2 as well, but it all starts with one episode. You know what they say? The journey of 1,000 whiskeys begins with one drunk. And I'm not saying I'm drunk or anything like that, but we are reentrying this buzz. And this is a darker whiskey. So we poured it out. For those who aren't familiar, real quick, this is a whiskey tasting competition portion of our channel. And we make guesses at what we think this is based on some prompts. And then we give notes and everything. We kind of develop what this whiskey is. But that's how we do it. You've been there before, but this is the first episode of season 2. So, but I'm sure everyone's watched already. So,
oh yeah,
you ready to sniff and taste?
I am, but I will say I'm admiring the color too. This is a gorgeous.
Yet?
No. Oh baby.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
Oh baby. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So there is a lot of flavor going on the nose. There's a lot of complexity going on the nose. Okay. Well, maybe not complexity. It's punchy. Is what?
Yeah. Or is it light and fruity?
Oh no, the mind games start.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you sipping? Yeah, here we go. Down the hatch.
Wow. I think I have a feeling of what I'm dealing with here.
Oh my gosh. This is insane.
Yeah.
I'm getting such a
my note.
Gosh, this is, how much would you pay for this, Cole?
I don't know. Maybe 70.
I am so far above you.
Oh, really? You love it?
I'll get into the notes later, of course, but I am willing to pay well over what the market price, what the MSRP for this is. This isn't about guessing MSRP. This is about what Brian would pay for this bottle, and Brian would pay somewhere around $2.25 for this.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. I figured you would catch on. I figured this might be one of your samples or something, but maybe not.
I went through a wave of emotions, and the palate came in here and then went to there, and then the finish went over here, and like I went through a wave of emotions with this. This impressed me on that first sip, like dramatically.
I dig it. All right. We'll be right back. Brian and I are going to write down all our notes on this, and then we'll be right back, and we'll describe our notes and pick our guesses for the blind tasting. So we'll be right back. All right. This is a crazy whiskey. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to start off with my notes. I normally start out with your notes. You start out with your notes, and then I'll do that, and I'll give my guesses.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. So nose, immediately I get heavy red fruits. I get heavy red fruits and a delicacy like a rye instead of a bourbon. So there's also a light graininess on there too. So a little grainy with some heavy red fruits, not a stewed buttery fruits, but I just ate some red fruits.
Okay.
So the palate, this is why I said $2.25 on my money. The palette is straight up Smarties candy.
Smarties.
Just it is the candiest candy I have ever.
Are we
And
drinking the same thing?
uh,
I hope so.
yeah, I hope
I'm
so.
sure we are. We've
This will make
done
for.
a great job, but
If we're
yes.
not, this will make for a great
Oh,
interseason episode.
seriously. Yeah. Mhm.
Interseason.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so anyway, Smarties candy. If I have ever had a candy flavor,
Mm.
a candy whiskey before, this is the candiest. I
Yeah,
legitimately feel
it's
like
up
I
there.
just ate candy. So it is Smarties candy that evolves into just cherries and strawberries. And then on the finish, I get this menthol kind of minty, a menthol
Mhm.
minty, while still being
I can
fruity,
get behind that.
fruity menthol minty, and the
Mhm.
finish just lasts like minutes. Like
Um,
I've been talking this whole time, and I can still taste red
yeah,
fruits and a little bit
nice.
of menthol minty. So, needless to say, I friggin' love this.
Yeah. All right. I have a contrasting few notes. Uh, so my first on the nose, I said reminds me of that Amberana finished rare character.
How dare you?
No, 100%, 100%. But actually drinkable, I said right after that. This is much better than that one. But it reminds me of those kind of notes. And I said I got some cinnamon notes, but really strong in every way, like potent on the nose. On the palate, I said syrupy cinnamon and depthful. Like there's this buzz to it in terms of mouthfeel and flavor. There's like a buzz. This reminds me of a warm, big red gum. Um,
Ooh,
yeah,
that's cool.
and
Yeah,
almost I said almost synthetic potency to this.
right.
And then on my finish, I wrote some very bold things. I said very lasting finish. I'll say this: there is no way this is made without some crazy finish to the barrel finish. If this is an unfinished whiskey, I surrender all my season 2 points right now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here are my guesses.
Uh, uh,
Um,
your synthetic note. I don't want to get into my guesses yet, but I
uh-huh.
really like your synthetic note for a reason I'll mention later. So
Okay,
go ahead.
cool. I said type rye. I said secondary grain corn. Distillery. I said rare character. This reminds me of a lot of rare character, and I think we might have had another rare character in the batch, but that doesn't matter too much. Proof. I said 123. I had it at 120. Went a little higher. Age 7. Finished. I said yes. Amberana finished. Bottle rare character rye Amberana finish. I gave it an 8.5. The syntheticness to it turned me off a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So I am with you on the rye.
Hmm.
It is just, I mean, with the menthol and the
Yeah.
fruity, it's a rye.
I
But
think I might know what this is. No, but go on.
so I said secondary grain malty B. I went ahead with all the red fruits. I went with
Yeah.
my red fruit distillery, which is Buffalo Trace. So
Okay.
proof. So man, I hope I don't regret this, but I was at 120, 120, 122.
Hmm.
I was right there. And then
Yeah.
on my last sip, I was like, no way. And I brought it way down to
Oh, I
108.
know what this is.
So I brought it down to 108. So my proof guess is 108.
I know
Uh
what this is.
can it? Too late. My age guess is 7 years. I don't remember years. What'd you say? Age?
I said 7.
7. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Finished. I said no because I'm not getting a finished flavor here. I'm just getting an extraordinary whiskey here. So I said
Hmm.
no. But this is where your synthetic note comes in.
Yeah.
With all that menthol, minty, and fruity, my bottle guess is Thomas H. Handy.
Nice.
And
Can I put in? Oh, go ahead.
my score is 9.6.
That's
This
pretty
is
good.
that actually might be my highest rated score of anything on
It
my
might be.
entire duration at this podcast. But like the way that this is hitting me today and all this candy that I'm getting is just like blowing my mind.
So here's I'm gonna all my guesses are original guesses, and that's what matters. But when you said mentholy, I was like, this is crap, what's the distillery? It's a two-part Driftless Glen 4 year 4 year single barrel rye. I think this
Ooh.
is what that is.
Oh my gosh. If this is Driftless Glen, I'm buying every rye I can
Yeah,
get
and
from Driftless
from
Glen.
my recollection, and the funny thing is they're not finished. So I might have to, but of course that
Yes.
was in a joking way. It was joking. But that is my fake or like false guess is Driftless Glen. So
Okay,
are you
cool.
ready to pull it out?
Okay, hold on. Let me get my hand around it here. Hang
Uh-huh.
on. Where's the label? Okay. All right, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness. Driftless Glen single barrel rye pick 120.
Oh, that's so funny.
And okay. So we'll take a quick break and I'll tell you what I'm thinking after that. But we'll be right back. All right. This was so close until we figured out what the mash bill was, and that put one of us over the edge. So, like we said, I was able to track down the bottle. It is Driftless Glen, specifically a Monumental Enterprises pick. I believe this was sent to me by Caleb Olson. But if it wasn't Caleb, it was definitely Ben Klepsig. And I'm sorry, but Ben did send me a 5-year for the record. But this is a 4-year single barrel rye, Driftless Glen, Baraboo, Wisconsin. It's in fact, it's a 52 month, so it's almost a 4.5 year. And this specifically is barrel 2466, 120 proof. So let's break it down. All right. So Cole and Bryan both said it was a rye. We were both right. 3 points a pop. And the category, or I'm sorry, the secondary grain, I said corn. Bryan said malty B. On their website, we found out that their rye mash bill is 75% corn, 25% malted barley. No, I mean, I'm sorry, 75% rye, 25% malty B.
25
So
malty Bs is a lot of
it's a
malty
lot of malty
Bs.
Bs.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and then neither of us got the distillery guess. I said rare character. Bryan said Buffalo Trace. The proof, I got 2 points because I was only 3 proof points off of the actual proof. And Bryan was close originally. He said 122,
Yeah.
right? And he
Obviously,
would have
I
gotten more
changed
points.
it. You know, go with your gut. But yeah, I said
Go with your gut.
122. And then on my last sip, I was like, this is way too smooth for 122. And I dropped it down to 108.
Yeah. Neither of us got the age. It was 4.5, but we both said 7. Finished? It is not finished. Driftless Glen has their own barrels, and they're doing good.
So all the points that Cole gets for season 2 automatically come to me.
Bryan. It's just crazy how flavorful this is in a crazy way. So
Liquid Smarties.
Never give it away. And then, but Bryan got points there because he said it wasn't finished. So, he got 2 points for that. Bottle guess, I said rare character Ambrana finished, and Bryan said Thomas H. Handy. Neither of us got that. Score, we're not going to go over that. We already went over that. So total scores, though. Cole had 5, and if it hadn't been for that malty B, Bryan would have tied him, but malty B was the secondary grain, and Bryan had a score of 8. So congratulations to Bryan for killing it this round. But that was close and taught me something, taught me a lot. I mean,
Taught me that I need to buy
from Driftless Glen were as good as I remember, and they're not synthetic.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, I need to buy the next one I find, and I need to buy 3 of them to get my
Yeah.
225 money's worth. For real though,
Yeah.
this took me places. This took me on a journey that allocated whiskeys rarely take me on. This
And
is insane.
huge shout out to Driftless Glen, because one, they don't source, they did distill, age, and bottle on site in Baraboo, Wisconsin. And shout out as well to Ben Klepsig and Caleb Olson. If you see some single barrel rise, let us know, because I forgot how good this one was, and I was at least a little glad that I figured it out right before we revealed it too.
Right,
But
right,
it
yeah.
was only because Brian said menthol, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is Driftless Glen." So,
They recently had a hazmat rye recently that they,
they
remember that?
did,
Yeah,
yeah. Ben
man.
was like considering like going down for that one.
I
So
bet that was insane.
yeah. So, well, anyway, we love you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Season 2 has begun, and Brian's got 1 win. So we'll see you guys next time. If this is an unfinished whiskey,
I surrender all my season 2 points right now.